Ap 微积分 Ab 2019年真题简答题第6题。
So first, please pause to have a look at this question. The key point of this question is basically about the derivative of implicit function. And then if we move to the next step, which is to find out the derivative of both sides of this equation, the result is going to be like this: 2 times 2x. Maybe we can say that dx over dx is 5, plus 3 times 2 times y, because 2y is the derivative of the square of y. And please remember to times the derivative of y over dx. Then for the next part, we are going to use the product rule, okay? And the following result would be, let's say, the derivative of x times y plus x times the derivative of y over x. And we know that dx over dx is equal to 1, okay? So here plus 6y times dy over dx minus 4y minus 4x times dy over dx equals to 0. The next thing is just about solving an equation. Here in this case, we can consider dy over dx as the unknown. So we are going to have the equation to be like this. And we may need just 2 more steps to have the final result. Dy over dx would be equal to this one over this one. And by doing the cancellation, the final result would be this one. Okay, first please pause to have a look at the question. And based on the information of this question, we know that x is equal to 6. And then we can find the value of y based on this equation. And the final result of this equation would be y equals to 2 or y equals to 6. Here's some detailed information about solving a quadratic equation. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find out the slope in both of these two cases. First one, x equal to 6 and y equals to 2. Let's record the result we have got from question 6a, where dy over dx is equal to this one. So by plugging in the numbers, we can have the result to be 4/3. And for the next one, where x equal to 6 and y equals to 6, the value of dy over dx would be equal to 12 minus 12 over 18 minus 12, which is equal to 0. And first, please pause to have a look at this question. Okay, let's recall what we have got from the result of question 6a, dy over dx. So in this case, since we need to have a vertical tangent line, we need to have the condition where the denominator here to be equal to 0 and the numerator here be not equal to 0. So the following thing would be nothing but calculation. So first, 3y minus 2x equal to 0, which means y equals to 2 over 3 times x. By plugging this one into this equation, we can have the equation to be like this. And then we just simplify this equation to be like this. And then the value of x squared should be equal to 54. X would be equal to positive negative 3 times the square root of 6. The value of x should be positive, so final answer of this question should be the result of positive 3 times square root of 6. So first, please pause to have a look at this question. The key point here is that both x and y would be the function of t. And based on the information of the question, we are going to calculate the derivative of both sides of this equation over time t. And then it's going to be some detailed information. Let's get started from here. The calculation of the derivative would be 2 times 2 times x. And please remember to use the chain rule to times this one with the derivative of x over dt. Okay, then just in a similar manner, we just plus 3 times 2 times y for the derivative of this one and times dy over dt. And then again, we use the product rule for this part. So the derivative of x over dt times y plus x times the derivative of y over dt. Then finally, the derivative of a constant number of 36 is equal to 0. And the next step is kind of easy because we just need to plug in like all the numbers we know from the information of the question. Let's say 4 times x, the value of 2, times dx over dt, plus 6 times y, which is negative 2, times dy over dt, which is 4, and then minus 4 times dx over dt times the value of y, which is negative 2, plus 2 times dy over dt, 4. And then it's about solving this equation. And finally, we have our result of dx over dt to be equal to 5.